So today we'll be looking through the garage. It'll be the last building on the property to look through, and then we're done with all of that. Today I had two interesting things happen. I met my closest neighbor. I was sitting on the front steps and I see some guy walking through the woods towards me at the front door. And I'm thinking, is this the first hooligan I'm gonna run into in this house? And, you know, he was older. I would say he was in his mid-70s, coming through the woods, really long beard all the way down to his belt. And he was coming kind of slowly, but to me it was a little weird the way he was walking towards me. And I didn't smile because I didn't know who he was, and I thought if it's someone who shouldn't be here, I don't want to appear friendly. I want to appear like I'm going to eat them for dinner. So when he's about 10 feet from me, I said to him, "Are you the neighbor over there?" And he said, "Yeah." And then I smiled and he walked a little quicker, came towards me, and I said, I didn't want to come and say hi, you know, walk through the woods and say hi, because I don't know who wants to be bothered. And he said, that's why I was walking so cautiously up to you. I didn't know if you really wanted me around here or not. So that was kind of funny, at least for me. And he's been here for 44 years. He knows a lot about everything. He even knew quite a bit about my house. He's been inside there. He said, I know it left and right. I know everything in that house, because I was explaining some things to him. And he told me there used to be more bears around here, but not very often do you see any. As well as he said there are quite a few moose. I should expect to see them. And he even showed me the path they usually walk down. And the path goes right past my front door. So he said I'm going to see moose walking past my front door sometimes. I'll believe it when I see it. You know, I've heard these things so often. Maybe he's just trying to get me excited, you know, or trying to make me happy. If I ever see a moose walk past the front door, trust me, I'll get a video of it. The thing is, even if something walks past the front door, unless I happen to be out there, which I don't want to be when a moose comes by, or if I'm looking out the window, I'm not going to notice something walks past the front door. I do plan on getting some of those game cameras, but right now I don't have the money to spend on that. That's something I'll get probably after the winter. And the second thing is, I really don't get, I mean, I finally got insurance on the house. That's good. I wanted to get that from day one. I don't get how they give me a quote and they tell me the value of the house without even seeing it. They don't have it in their computers. They just told me to send pictures of the outside of the house, what condition it was in, when was the last time the roof was replaced, little things like that. And then they just gave me a price and I said, okay. And that was that. So I always thought they have to come out and look at the house themselves. Is that normal? If you own a home, is that what insurances do? Or do they just tell you over the phone what the price is without even looking at the property? Maybe it's because we're rural and that's the way they do it if you're living in the countryside, or maybe it's normal. And I'm also never behind the garage, so I might as well show you what it looks like there. Trees and forest. My property goes probably about half an acre in this direction. I've never been back there. I don't really know where how far my property goes exactly. Someone's coming by and will mark it off where my property is. I don't have a reason to walk back there. Also, the last couple of days, I've seen a lot of snowshoe hare hopping around. I don't even know who's who anymore. Which one is the one that lives in front of my driveway? Let's get to the garage. These are the things I brought in from the shed. Some of this stuff from the house. Most of it's from the shed that I'm putting in the yard sale next summer. And where the doors are, there's just a garbage can. That's great. Of course, I'm keeping that. And this is going to be a quick wall. Just have some wood. Like I said before, I always keep the wood. I'll put that in the shed. Here's an empty juice thing. There's some bug spray, some more wood. And there's just a lot of pieces of wood. I'll keep all of this. Metal I'll throw away, more wood. I should have brought my ladder, but this looks like an old light that was probably either hanging on the ceiling or actually there's two of them and maybe they were inside the house. Sure, they're not working, the wires are cut. And then here in the corners are just a bunch of empty buckets and 2 shovels. I already have a couple of shovels over there and inside. Some of the shovels I'll keep, some of them I won't. Here we have calcium chloride blend, stones to melt ice. Another bag of it. Got another snow shovel. Here we have a garden rake. I already have one in one of the sheds, I think. The ladder is old, cruddy. I have a nice ladder. This one will be for my outside work. The nice one's for my inside work. I'll get this up close. No idea what it is. It looks like, I can't even guess what this is. And I'm pretty sure I don't need it. And then here we have the mirror. I actually brought this out from the house. I didn't want this mirror in the living room. It's a nice mirror. It's not my style. Table, a chair. Looks like maybe ramps for the car or the ATV to drive. I don't know. Maybe if you're working on the ATV or the car, you can drive it up on those. Got some rugs. I won't use these in the house because they're all just so dusty. And I'm just going to show you some of this stuff holding the camera. I don't always have to be on screen. It's easier to show you some of these machines and stuff. This is just some wood he has up there. I think I've showed this in the past. There's a bunch of flower pots. There's a bag of something. I'm going to guess it's a bag of plastic flowers like we found in the shed. A couple of hoses. A couple of more hoses. And 2 hubcaps. Then we have a pneumatic, something pneumatic, 125 maximum PSI. Oh, that's the power cleaner, I think. Isn't that what it's called? I'm not going to use this. If I'm going to wash my car, like I said before, the rain will wash the dirt off. Then I've got a Power Mate. $2,500. You know, I don't know what this is. Oh, is that the generator? No, then we have the generator right here. That's an older generator. Then we have a lawnmower. Again, I think I've said this in the past. There's nowhere to mow lawn. And then we have one of these, like, doctor beds. I don't know what they're called. I don't know if that's for when you get back work done or acupuncture. I don't need something like this. What's it called? Hand-ups. Maybe it's something else that I just have no idea about. And we have a bucket with some kind of wiring. Looks like a giant spotlight in the bucket. So looking at this stuff quickly, we've got 2 coolers, 3 bags, 6 boxes, and some stuff back there I will show you in a minute. We're going to look through all of this. I have a feeling this is the liquid that's over there. I forget what it is. But let's take a look over there at that stuff. So this is 13 RV and Marine antifreeze filled up containers. I have a feeling the boxes are going to have that also. There's 6 more. That's 19. There's 6 more. It's 25. We'll get to these boxes in a minute. I like the windows. Then we have a blanket covering. A shower Hemi. So let's see what exactly this is. It looks like a shower head. Well, that's what it looks like to me. And he's got a ton of them. That's crazy. He's got 1 box of 10, another box of 10. I wonder if these would actually sell on eBay, because I'm not going to find 30 people who need shower Hemis. Then here we have toolboxes or some kind of boxes, but that's empty. These seem to be empty. Yeah, this is empty. I don't even know what this is. Empty, empty. They're all empty. But I am going to check on eBay for the Universal Shower Hemi. Made in China. And then we're back to here with the boxes and the coolers and the 3 bags. The cooler is empty. What do we have? 25 of the antifreeze for the RVs. 31, 37, 43, 49, either 49 or 55. I don't know if we counted that box. 50 jugs of antifreeze. These are all full. I imagine that's no less than $50. Another cooler that's empty. I have a feeling this is going to be a tent. These are poles for a tent, maybe. I'm not opening it up, but that's got to be a tent. If anybody at the flea market comes out, they can open it up and look at it themselves. I will never sleep in a tent. I would rather sleep in a trailer. So that side was pretty quick. Remember, we also glanced in here the other day. You know, that's a bunch of camping gear. I also just see this. Isn't this called a sledgehammer? Yeah, it's a heavy mama. So, those are just some old dirty covers. What I'm going to do is take out all this stuff and put it over there so we can see it spread out on the floor. Okay, so I got most of the stuff out. The stuff I left in here, just empty tins, plastic with garbage in it, a couple of charcoal lighter fluid, which actually I could use when I'm in the burn barrel. And some charcoal. Here were just some covers that are very moldy. This was empty. This is a garbage can filled with nasty mildew clothes. That's the dog case. Should be cleaned off. And there's a bag inside there with more mildew clothes. And now we're going to look through what I took out of there. I actually just took a short break, went inside and looked up the shower heads on eBay. They sell for about $10 each, free shipping, brand new, but not the number that I have. The number that I have I couldn't find. So what I'm probably going to do is list 4 in one auction for like $25. The reason for that, if I ship one, it's going to cost me $6.50 to ship. If I ship 4 together, it's going to cost me $8. So I'll make more if I sell them. Plus, I don't think I'm going to ever sell any of these, but you never know. So we're going to start with these 4 bags first because I'm pretty sure it's all moldy clothes. It's like a morning breeze smell of fresh air without the morning breeze fresh air, and that's replaced with moldy clothes smell. Pillows, blankets, not even going to try to sniff it. More pillows and blankets. And this is a white bag. Maybe it's got something better in there. Sleeping bag. Wrapped up in another bag. My concern is these sleeping bags are all going to be moldy. Or, mildew smell. I'm still going to put them out as is. I don't know how much. Sleeping bags are expensive. I think if they're not moldy, I'd be happy with $5 each. I'm pretty sure they cost much more. So those are the 3 bags. This one I'm keeping. Garbage I'm putting over there. Then here we have 3 more sleeping bags. I like it. Then we have a premium electric heat thermostat. A thermostat. I'll look this up on eBay. I should have done that before. Then we have this. Oh, it's I can't tell if this is a car cover or a bag. But I think whatever it is, it's garbage. Because it also, I can smell the mildew smell. This bag, like a gym bag, feels like clothes. I guess I'm hoping for a sleeping bag. An old sleeping bag. Should we smell it? Oh God, it smells really bad. Pretty sure. Smells like it's been used for 200 years and never washed. I don't know if you can wash that stuff. I have a feeling all of that's just worth nothing. Here's a dog bed. Then we have, I don't even want to guess. Maybe it's a tackle box, but it's a tackle box with fish hooks. Oh, we got something to sell. I get all those fish hooks from the workshop or the boathouse, throw them in here. That's definitely going to go. Then we have this container, which was really heavy. I didn't open it to see what's in it. A small tool set or toolbox. That's good. Towels, another toolbox. Oh, no, it's not a toolbox. Well, it is a toolbox, but it doesn't really have many tools. It has one pouch with rusty wrenches. LSS pressure tire enclosure. I've got one of those that I like a lot. And then there's just a bunch of garbage in here. Rusty spray cans, rubber gloves, and a Polaris Pure dry belt. You never know, that's something someone can use. I guess that's for an ATV or one of those four-wheel ATVs. I've seen them called Polaris. So, some stuff for the yard sale in there. And then to end the party, the last bag in all of the sheds, garages, workshops, boathouses, and house. Very heavy. I was dragging this across the floor like a monkey trying to carry a giant banana because this was just really heavy, and I don't see how you open this. Well, you open it from the top. It's got a hook. I'm never going to find that because I don't know what this is. I really don't want to take this out because oh, a bag full of stuff. Plastic. Oh, this looks like a bunch of plastic bowls, paper cups or plastic cups. Paper cups I see, more plastic cups. This is just filled up with plastic stuff. And a lot of it was still in, like unopened. People want to buy plastic at the summer yard sale. Plastic party. By the way, did I show you guys this is the well? I hope it doesn't run out and they have to dig deeper because someone I know had to do just that and it cost them $8,000 to drill deeper into the ground. So I'm hoping this well is going to treat me well. That's going to be the end of these seek and destroy, search through sheds and workshops and garages. The garage was a little disappointing today. Get away from me, D. And now I'm going to check if this is worth anything on eBay, and if it's not, I'll throw it back in the garage for the yard sale. $50, $60, $70, $80 sold.